Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I am going to go over the cryptocurrency market, more specifically Bitcoin. I will be going over some other coins when I have the time, guys. So let you guys know. I know some people were asking about it. Well, I'm going to update other coins. All right. So I do this on YouTube because I enjoy it. I like charts and I like to frankly, I like to hear about people that get rich because of something like has happened since June of 2022. Not a lot, but at least there's a couple. Anyhow, I don't make any money off YouTube, guys. YouTube pays fucking nothing at all. Okay. And I'm not monetizing anything yet because I know it's the bear market. I know people may not have a lot of money. And I'm trying to wait for the bull market come back when people are willing to probably spend a little bit more. That's what I'm really doing. So it could be a while. I really don't know where I'm going to go with it. I have a few ideas, but let you guys know that that's the deal with the YouTube channel. All right. I don't want to go anywhere. Even though I'm using this, the main thing with this is the time, guys. It's the time. It takes a lot of time for these videos. I know it seems, and my videos, look, they're cheap as cheap can be. I don't do anything to them, and I'm not going to do anything to them. I am not going to spend a bunch of money on production stuff until this makes money. That's called business. All right. You do it with nothing until you make something. And then, maybe you scale into it, make it a little bit bigger. Okay. So you can forget about the production stuff like, what's the guy? Altcoin Daily, right? By the way, that guy has a good voice, man. That guy's voice is like made for radio and media, in my opinion. So there's another guy out there too that does videos. He sounds like a radio guy too. I'm like, hey, you guys got the voice for it. So here's Bitcoin. Let you guys know something. Let you know something with Bitcoin, guys, is that it's making a bullish correction. That's right. Bitcoin is probably going to go back up. So let me show you something here. You see that in a 2-hour chart? Bitcoin went up and it came back down here. An RSI in the 2 hours down there. Boom. You see? So more than likely, how long is it going to stay down in here? It could stay in there for a little while. So what you'll see, actually, here's what I'm doing, guys. I'll show you. Like, this right here is I was looking at this, guys, and I was going through all the other assets, including Bitcoin. I'll show you this on Ethereum. Is what probably could have gone in here is a flat. Okay, it made like a flat move. Here's your 3-way move. Just to let you guys know, is I think that's what went on. I don't know for sure. No guarantees. But usually, okay, here's your deal with your 5-way move, right? Here is a 5-wave move. It's not done, actually. It's 1, 2. This was the 3rd wave wick, 4, and now it's working on a 5. It's looking like you see how slow it's going. So it's probably going to be something like this. Who knows how long it's going to take? Okay, so 1, 2, maybe a 3, 4, and then like that. Okay, I'll come like either right to there or break right down there. Okay, so what I would be doing, and this is what I'm going to be doing, is depending on the signals, is right in this area, I'll be looking for longs. Except I'm going to go leverage on the long probably. Well, I'll do both. I'm going to probably do spot and leverage over here. Okay, boom. So that's what I'll be doing Bitcoin. In the event that this is an ABC. So you have this 5-wave move and it's not done yet, right? So if you're bearish, this 5-wave, it'll swing back up into 3 and then it'll come back down. So either way, your trade, see this, check this out. So your trade, here's your 1, 2, here's your 3, 4, and it's going to be coming down into this 5, right? Let's say right to there, okay? So on your long trade, either way, okay? This is a good setup, because this could be a 4th wave and Bitcoin's going into a 5th wave and it could blast up to 22, 23K. Think about that, guys. So here's the deal right over here. Okay. Just like this. If it's bearish, it'll still go up in 3 waves. All right. And you see that, you exit and then you flip. So if it's not bearish, then you know what's going to happen. It's common sense, guys. Okay. So that's actually what I'm looking at. I was in a short for a little while. And then start doing this. I got out of it. I was just like, look, I just like, you can get into your shorts and stuff, guys, but I think the market is reversing. If you go look at I'm not going to go in the NASDAQ, the traditionals. Most people are here. They're not for that. You guys are here to make bank in cryptocurrency, but the traditionals, I think the traditionals got a trick going on. And the other thing too, I want to let you know as I listen to just regular mainstream media, CNBC, Bloomberg, and other places like that, guys. And you know, you listen to them, according to them, the only message that I get is that it's a 2008 style crash, recession, inflation, even though they admit it, they found that, oh, inflation kind of okay now, it looks like it's going down. And that the best thing to have an investment in, according to one woman, is T-bills in 2023. Oh, yeah. I'm sure you guys are here. You're really interested in cryptocurrency because you're interested in that 4.5% annual return, right? Come on. You can get that in one day, like 1 hour in Bitcoin right here. So let's see here. I'm over Bitcoin. So I got a bullish thing here. All right. So I'm a little bit pumped up. I'm a little bit pumped up because I'm pretty sure Bitcoin's going to rip off that fifth wave, guys. I'm pretty sure I'm going to place my bets for that. I've been paying attention to some of the people. If you want to contact me, by the way, and send me a message, you got to do it on Twitter. Do it on Twitter, okay? If you're serious, you'll go over to Twitter, and if you don't have a Twitter, you'll make one, and then you go over there and you ask me. Most of the time, I get to everybody. Sometimes I miss some people. I try to get to everybody on Twitter. Twitter's a little bit more. I'm not saying I like Twitter, but like it's more organized over there, and then there's like a little bit of confusion and stuff like that over on YouTube's. Okay, so I'm over there on Twitter, and it's just easier for me. It's just easier for me, and like I said, this is all just for what I want to do. Okay, so here we got Bitcoin. All right, let's go over. Let's zoom out a little bit. 2-hour chart. If Bitcoin, you see this right here, guys. This is another thing you want to look at too on the 2-hour chart here. Okay. If you see this get down here, kind of like that, let's say it gets down like that. Okay. And then the other chart down here, let's say it pulls up and then maybe it gets like kind of like that. So then you really want to start paying attention to that, guys. Okay. And more than likely that'll end up being a flat, your ABC. Okay. So, let me check that out. Let me get a number off that just to see. Most of the time, it's going to be support and resistance. You got to go with support and resistance first, guys. So like this area right here, it could wick down to 20,200, but also too, you want to pay attention down here to 19,000. But that's going to be, it might need to get down there just because of how long the wave was, guys. So you got to be aware of that too. So I'm thinking that this is a 5. It's coming down for a 5 right here. Okay. So I don't think, because if you take a look at that wave, you see how long it went? It went all the way down there and had that dump. So we know that's a third, and you can look in there. There's a first wave. You just open it up, just go to a 30-minute chart. You can see it right in there. You see 1, 2, 3, bounce on the 4. That was a fourth wave bounce. Okay. So we got that. And then it's coming down for a 5. So either way, if this is a 5 and it's bearish, it's got to swing back up here, wherever, and then come back down. But if this is the flat, then, these flats can get very aggressive, as you can tell, like what it did. So there's 2.618 right there. So yeah, this would be the area. This would be the area, guys. 2.618. Let me put a little box right there for you. Put a little box right in that area, just like so. I think that right now what you have is coming down into a fifth wave, and it's just going to take its time getting down there for Bitcoin. Okay, guys. And then in a 3-hour, it's looking, you can see here's the trend. It broke it. It's resetting that trend, guys. Okay. So let's zoom out to the 8-hour, take a look at that. And that's pretty obvious. Look at that. Like, had to take a swig of coffee, guys. So look at this right here. That plainly to me, you see how long that is. Some people think it needs to go down longer, and it could. You can't rule that out. But more than likely, if this wave is going with this wave, then it's about the right size, isn't it? It's about the right size. So like 1, here's the 2, and there's a 3, there's the 4, and up for a 5. I'd say just near 22K, just like that. Okay, I'm going over this again. It could do that, and then now you will have this correction. Okay, boom, and then another fourth wave, and then up like that. So actually it could go up and then deeper, to be straight with you, because this third wave, this will be the whole third wave that needs to be corrected right here, guys. That third wave. So then the 19,000 will probably come, because now it's going to go with this wave, okay? And then you're going to get that. So yeah, you know, you probably, if you feel like staying on the sidelines on trades and stuff like that, you know, depending on your what you want to do, might not be a bad idea. But there could be some decent ones. But with Bitcoin, it could go up like that. But in altcoins, they could take off, guys. So here's the reason why. I'm going to go over to flat. I'm going to show you something. The reason why I think it might be a flat. I'll go over quant. Quant's in my target box, guys. And check over. I'll go over quant. Guys want to update quant. 125 is the number that I'm looking at for quant, guys. I'm going to show you something here on Ethereum, why I think it's flat. Let's go over your Ethereum, right? Go to a 45-minute chart. We get like lower time frames. So Ethereum made the same move, right? Ethereum made the same move. Okay. So with Ethereum, you get a little bit more clear picture. This is why you got to go to other charts and bounce off of it. And the reason I went with the flat on Bitcoin is because so many other assets did flats up there too. So I go back to Bitcoin, like, Bitcoin do one up there? It could have, guys. It really could. So we'll break down Ethereum right here, okay? Ethereum's doing the same thing. Now, I could be wrong. You know, maybe this is going to tumble and it's going to go back down to the Bears dream price of $660 or whatever it is, or $300 that they want. I don't think so. Not from here. They'll be waiting a long time for that, in my opinion. So here's the move with Ethereum, right? I'm going to go to 15-minute chart. You see that right there? Okay. There's a wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth wave bounce coming down into a diagonal. You see that? More than likely, just like this, guys. So this is your dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to take its time. It's going to take its time, probably getting back down to those areas. So let me go into a 1-hour chart, and I'll show you 1-hour chart, right? Just like in this area. And Ethereum could go lower. You know, I wouldn't, you know, this 1460 and down to those areas would be reasonable too. But let's take a look at a 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart. You see, look at it, it's getting way down there in the RSI. There's its trend. Take a look at the 4-hour on the RSI. You see that there's its trend resetting the cycle. So when I say reset the cycle, it's the third wave peak. It went up, right? Try to finish off this fifth wave right here, and maybe it's still going to swing up, guys. It looks like it's getting set up to swing up. So it's resetting everything. Okay. It only went that far in price, comes down to here, and it's resetting it down here, guys. So the reason I say that Bitcoin may have done a flat and a lot of people are going to miss out on longs is if you go right up in here, let me go to a 45-minute chart and check this out. You see this right here? Here's its peak, but here's a peak. There's the peak, and it took that peak out. Okay, so it came up and took that peak out. So I'll show you something right there. I'm going to go to the highest peak on that one right there. Boom. You see? Okay, so right there, and it took that one out. And this is not a it can't be 1, 2, and then it's going into a 3. So that's telling me that this right here is, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bam, you're flat. Just like that, guys. Okay. So it's a 3, 3, 5, 3, 3, 5, just like that. Okay. More than likely, that's what I think it's going to be and end up being. She's going to take some time, and you check it. Pretty aggressive flat. 2.618 are those numbers I would look at on something like this. And there you go. That's why I got that line there. 2.618 is what I'd be checking out. Can it whiz all the way back down here? It could, but it doesn't look like it wants to. It doesn't look like it wants to, guys. This is the fourth wave bounce. There's your first wave, your second wave. The first wave will probably be the longest. There's your third wave, back up to a fourth wave, and then a fifth wave. And then down here in the RSI, it'll be all goofy looking because it's going down in this, because here's coming down into that third wave. Looks like, oh, it's probably done. And it'll come back into a fourth wave, even drag the RSI up a little bit more. And then it'll come back down to a fifth wave. And it'll be something like that, guys. Okay. So it'll just take some time to get that all done with Ethereum. That's why I'm looking at that. And then you look at the overall picture with Ethereum. So zoom out to a daily. It's the same thing as Bitcoin, guys. It's the same thing as Bitcoin. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I don't know how much more clear that is. That looks like 1, 2, here's the 3, here's the 4, and then a 5. So Ethereum could get up to 1687, okay? And it came down, it's taking this out okay in the daily. One more push like this I was talking about, just like that, boom, divergence. And then that'll probably be a more significant dump, kind of like this wave right here. You know, that wave went 14, 15%. Let's say Ethereum's up there. You could be looking at 14, 15%. And now there you go, back down to your 1400 areas. So right there in this area, in my opinion, long, right up here, short, and then back to long again. You see that? That's what I'd be checking out, guys. So right there with Ethereum. So you don't have to sit on the sidelines and wait for all this thing. So if you don't want to, right? So so many people are just going to sit on the sidelines and they're going to be right here waiting for this, and it goes up here. They'll really, really have a hard time with FOMO. Then it's going to correct down here. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, there's our second chance. And then maybe it's going to go back up there. And if it does that, you know, this could take, who knows, man, this could take 2 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe even 6 weeks. And then it's got to go back over here and correct that whole thing. And it's back over here. Now you're in like March, maybe even April or something like that. So in the meantime, get your positions, your long positions that you want to get ready for 2023. And then if, you know, you want to play a little bit more, and not financial advice, you know, and do some other trades that are in there, guys. So instead of sitting on the sidelines like so many people are right now, and they're just kind of worried about where the market is going to be heading and stuff like that. But the signals are pointing more towards this being a bullish sequence, guys, with Ethereum and Bitcoin, in my opinion. Okay. So you have a good shot that that was the low. Okay. You know, everybody's saying that it's going to go lower. You know, they can say it's going to go lower, and it could go lower, but I'm not going to be a fool and just sit back and do nothing and actually sit there, you know, at the bottom down here in my box for $1,000. That's not how the markets work. This person or whoever that might be could easily be left behind. That's the issue. That's what markets do. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.